Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle. Here's Reed returning. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now Wilson. He'll check that down to Carson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Short yardage situation. You have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They run it with Carson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a 2nd down and 6. To throw is Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Christian Wilkins showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua.
Wow.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now Rashad Penny. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now it's Carson. And he's got room. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 38 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. A reminder, coming up at halftime. Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Oh, he fakes a spike. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He's going to let this one go deep. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Buying time to his left.
Oh, my God.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Tua on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
You better not catch that.
And this is caught by Parker for a touchdown. Devontae Parker,
play,
as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
Whoa.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. And this will go to Carson out wide. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. Now Wilson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one.
Check, Green 80. Check, 52. Go. Big stop, let's go. Hey, Mike 52. Coming. Check safety. Tighten up.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go to Johnson again. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard. Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Tagovailoa are going to try and throw on third down. Eluding the pressure right.
Wow.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 14. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Now this red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's third down.
Another run by Lindsey. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Brian Flores learned under the master. He's going to go on fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On second down, here's Penny. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Six yards left on second down. Here's Carson. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach made you say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to get...
And now the rookie's free.
Prime time, baby.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 51 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Penny. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Carson. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, these motherfuckers.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Taking it about the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, right back to Lindsay. Lindsay, first down and more than that. And finally taken down at the 34. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Tackled at the 5.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal.
They'll run with Lindsay. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Phillip Lindsay.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Carson. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. This is Carson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. On 3rd down, it's Carson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second.
He's got a man, complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this, because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my...
And the ball is out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run on first down. Carson finding room to the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them. And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. They'll roll him out right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua, screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll be out right at the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Check 26, check 26.
On first down, it's Carson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They run the counter. Carson. And Carson unable to make it to the yellow line as the defense bottles him up. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Throwing is Wilson.
Come on.
Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tua sets up to pass it.
Oh, my God.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the handoff, this is Brown. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Lindsey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, at these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, that's your scramble drill at its best, and it's also a great example of composure by the quarterback, moving around, but still able to find a target back in the middle of the field. A tough throw, but he gets it to his running back and end up picking up a first down.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Wilson. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now it's Carson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Space to run past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Now Myers for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game.